the brain would be constantly waking up because of that. So your brain is actually waking up 59 times in an hour. So I don't know how tired or sleepy do you feel during the day?
Yeah, I do. Usually about 1 o'clock or so, I get really sleepy.
Yeah.
So you said I stop breathing how many times an hour?
No, so there are three things which are used to define sleep apnea. So one is where you stop breathing completely. That's called an apnea. That you do 43 times that night. So 43 times you stopped breathing completely that night. And then 177 times you develop this restriction in your airway where you would, the amount of air you were getting would go down by 30-40%, and then your oxygen will start going down because you're not getting enough air. So the brain will wake up and then make you take deep breath, get everything up. And third thing which you do is we call respiratory effort related arousals. What that means is, simpler terms, how many times your brain is waking up just because you're developing this resistance to airflow. So that is called RERAS, respiratory effort related arousals. That you do 111 times. So we add them all together and then we divide it by the total time you slept. So that average comes out to be 69 times in an hour.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah. So, and your brain is waking up, like I said, 59 times in an hour. So basically your brain is waking up every minute while you're sleeping, and you won't be aware of that. You will remember a few times where you're waking up, but you won't remember all these.
So I'm not really getting any sleep.
You're not getting any sleep.
Wow.
Period.
So I'm not that heavy.
It's not about, it's not a weight issue all the time. It's more to do with how we are designed over here.
Uh-huh.
So you probably have people in your family who have it, because this is genetics. So you're designed the way we're designed.
That's scary.
So now, okay, I could pull it out. So I can show you the graph now. So this is where you go to sleep, and we all go to stage 1, which is like a light sleep, more of a drowsy state.
Mm-hmm.
From there we go to stage 2, and stage 2 is actually when we become unaware of our surroundings. So stage 2 forms the bulk of our sleep, and from stage 2 we'll sometimes go into stage 3, come back to stage 2, and again stage 3, come back to stage 2, and then these are where you're waking up, which you may even remember waking up. But this is what your brain is doing, continuously each dot is the brain waking up, because your sleep apnea kicks in. So every sleep apnea event is marked by a line, and you can see it's like a non-stop thing.
Good God.
Only time you don't have it is when you wake up. Back there again. This is where you start dreaming for the first time. Usually people will start dreaming here, but because of your sleep apnea, you just dream a little bit in the end. And then you did wake up around, I think, 3:30 or 4.
Yeah, I had to use the restroom. Yeah.
And then you didn't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So we average it out, and that average was what I was telling you was 69.
That is scary.
Yeah. I'm glad you got it down, because this could give you a lot of health issues.
Yeah, my mother, she told me that she figured I had it, and you just think they're messing with you about how you sleep, and then I went on a trip with some friends of mine in early February into January, and I told Bridget she couldn't sleep with me because I knew I snored. And she was in a whole other room. I had the door closed, and when I woke up, she said, "Yeah." She said, and it sounds like you can catch yourself. I guess she was saying like I couldn't breathe or something,
You pause and then you catch up, and
Yeah.
And that's when the brain wakes up and makes you take the deep breath.
Wow.
But the problem is that the brain doesn't get rested. It's up all night.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure that you keep maintaining your oxygen.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling the young lady. I started going to bed at like 8:30 so that I could feel rested and not be sleepy the next day. But I'm like, damn, I can't go to bed at 4 and 5 in the afternoon. I have to have a life. So I have a severe form of sleep apnea.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what we're gonna do is the treatment options for severe, because I probably discussed last time, there are usually 2 treatment options. One is a CPAP, and the other is the dental device. The dental devices are not recommended for that severe sleep apnea.
Yeah, because I know I told you I tried one, and every morning I woke up with it in my hand, so I know that's not going to work.
So the treatment will be limited to CPAP, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you come one more time, and this time you're gonna sleep with the mask on. And then as you go to sleep, as soon as you start snoring or you start showing sleep apnea, the text from their computers will start giving you pressure to the machine. We start at the lowest pressure, and then we keep going up every 10 to 15 minutes till we get to the point where your sleep apnea is all gone, you're not snoring, your oxygen is well maintained, and then your brain is not doing this. And then we observe you rest of the night, and if it comes back, we make adjustments and get rid of that too. So by end of the night, we exactly know where to set your machine so that you don't get it in the first place. And then we'll get the machine approved from insurance because they cover. We'll approve from insurance, and somebody in my office will spend time with you just going over instructions and everything. So, and then you could take it home.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. 'Cause when people have this severe kind of sleep apnea, they definitely like it.
Okay.
Alright, if you go to the front desk, they'll schedule the appointment for you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So she actually left